it is that time of year again when you guys have to deal with my ugly mug on your screen. I do apologise, but you know what, it works. So normally I'd be sat here harping on about someone else's products, going, oh, haven't Savage Gear done an amazing job on this, and blah, 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 blah. But you know what, for once, and quite a nice change on this one, is this is something that I've been involved in since pretty much the beginning, between myself and a very good friend of mine. We didn't come up with it. We've tweaked and adjusted and made something really awesome. Right, so this is the first kind of shop sellable jig flies for pike. Jonnys jig flies, aptly named because my mate is called Johnny, so you know, a lot of time spent naming that, and super smarts all going through. But these have been awesome. I've fished with these pretty solid now for nearly 3 years. There's been a lot of tweaking, there's been a lot of chopping, a lot of changing, a lot of playing around and everything else, and we have got to a point now where I think this is pretty optimum. So these are all hand tied in Sussex by my friend, and then very lovingly put on the shelves at Prime by myself, and I will more than happily talk you through how to fish them and everything else. So essentially, little close up. So the nice thing about this and the material that's been used is it gives you a real chunk of a fly. We started off with some very thin flies. We tried some very thin materials, if you like, other kind of styles, but this really does work well. These have been used on local rivers, so for you guys that are local, you know that the rivers around here often run very coloured, quite slow, low, shallow, and they've also been fished quite extensively on the Avon and some other faster rivers, the Itchen and a few other bits, and they've performed on all. So it is very much a universal all-round lure. Now the main reason for that, I am almost positive, is kind of the circumference of these lures. I mean, that is quite a thick lure. You look at it either way round. It looks like I've got a big snowman nose. Very nice. These displace a lot of water when you're bringing them through, so they will collapse as you draw, and then as you kind of release, they're gonna send that kind of push of water out. I don't know. But that's different. It's different to what they're normally seeing. You've got the paddle tails in front of them. You know, for heavily fished areas, these are going to give you an edge. Another bonus of these, which kind of just came about, is actually when you're casting, you could almost put this on a fish's head and you're not going to spook it. So as stupid as that sounds, a lure of this size on a 10-gram head, when it enters the water, it's almost like an Olympic diver. In with minimal disturbance, you just get a small plop and that's it, rather than the big slap that you get from a soft plastic or a harder lure that's hitting the water. Quite often or not, you want to be casting past the fish because you don't want to spook the fish. You want it in motion. This, straight in the water, puff, 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 it's going. So many fish I've had on the drop, which is stupid for pike fishing, really. But as this has entered, it's gone in, it's collapsed, it's opened up, and the fish has just gone, yeah, do you know what, I'll have some of that. I can't big them up enough, and that's not just because we've done it. That's because I truly believe in these. These are wicked. We wouldn't have spent so much time and effort on these. Johnny wouldn't have spent so much time and effort on these. I just stick them in the fish's mouth. But they wouldn't have got to this if we hadn't have enjoyed it so much and done it. So you've got 5 different colours. This is your winter roach, so you kind of your bluey with your white. You're going to see quite a bit of white. White does seem to work insanely well, or the general black. It just seems to be those 2 colours. But winter roach, I'm going to show you them in the packets because I'm not getting them out because I don't like putting them back in. But that is very aptly named a baby mink, but that in real chocolate coloured water has just made it so much easier for them to find it. It's a big black profile. We know what I think about matte black as a colour straight through. It's dynamite. No brainer. Just look at the kamikazes in black. They've been doing bloody well. So ghost white, so straight white with almost kind of a bit of a cheek blush there. We've got perch. You can't do everything without doing a perch because it's what it is. And then we've got the classic redhead ghost, which in all fairness, I believe I probably had most of my fish on this colour. but that's been fishing relatively clearer water, so it's been spot on. But I've only got a few of these at the moment. This was kind of initial, please can you tie us up a load, see how they go in the shop. Half have already gone, but I would like to see all of these gone so we can get some more, get more colours, get some variations, and really get this train going and rolling. But there you go, Jonnys jig flies. Do you know what, if you buy one of these and you catch a pike, I really want to see pictures. It's just gonna give you a little warm fuzzy feeling, isn't it? But thank you very much. Till next. To be fair, that was a customer walking in the shop, which is why I had to wrap that on quick. But as I said, available in store and online as ever with all of our products. www.primeangling.co.uk, or come and see us, 26 Marine Parade Worthing. I look forward to seeing what you guys genuinely catch on these. I can't wait.